So I had a conversation yesterday with Major Gary. I believe he was a former colleague of yours.
I worked closely with him. That New England Surf P that I mentioned, he was the commander of it for many years. So I worked very closely with him.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah, I bring him up just to link y'all in proximity to each other. Obviously, you were both invaluable assets to the command and those units. It makes me wonder, getting into the pandemic, how was that treatment? Was it any different from the command? How did that go?
So most of my issues weren't from my local command. Now, that being said, Colonel Camary, then Lieutenant Colonel Camary, had been deployed to Germany, and the acting commander was a little bit softer on things, shall we say. He urged me to take the shot to keep my pension, and there was indications that if I fought this, he was not going to have my back. Had Colonel Camary still been there, maybe I would have stayed in and tried to fight it. But without your immediate commander giving clear signals that he understands why it's unlawful, and I explained it to the major who was the acting commander, and he just it all kind of like, "Yep, but orders."
Right,
Well, no, we have a duty to not obey unlawful orders, and I just explained how it's unlawful.
right, right.
So, without having my immediate commander giving me a sense that he would also fight for me, I was in the position where I was an active guard reservist and I already had a satisfactory year, and where the decisions ultimately wouldn't actually even be made at the command level. It would be the director of the Air National Guard ultimately deciding your fate. I had no faith. I had no faith that that was going to be honored. So when I saw an opportunity to avoid the prosecution, persecution that would ultimately come down from higher, I took it. I said, "This is not a fight that I can win today. I'm in IT. I have a family of five. I can't afford a bad conduct or dishonorable discharge. I won't be able to provide for my family." So I had a satisfactory year. I said, "I'm resigning my AGR position." They said that they were allowing it as a favor to me for my great service, and then wrote out the rest of my contract at the end, which ended the next year as in a status leave of absence status.